Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn a new long vowel sound. So usually when you guys see the letter A in a word, you know that it sounds like ah. But today we're going to learn a new sound that the letter A can make. It has to do with the letter E at the very end. I like to call this a bossy E. I call this a bossy E because when it's an E at the end, it's going to make the vowel sound at the beginning say its name. So whenever you see an A with an E at the end of the word, it doesn't sound like ah anymore. Now it's going to say A. You practice at home. Good job. So I also like to call this a sneaky E because we have to look for it in a word to make sure that we're saying the right vowel sound. So whenever you see it in a word, make sure that you look for it because if the E is at the end, this A does not say ah, this A says A. And the last thing I like to call it is a silent E because when it's at the very end, it's shh, silent. We don't sound it out. Okay, so there are a few things we need to remember. Whenever we see an E at the end, it's gonna make the vowel say its name. So this sounds like A, and we also have to remember that it's a shh, silent E. We don't sound it out. I have a silly little rhyme that helps me remember the long A sound. So anytime you forget what the long A sounds like, you can think about my silly rhyme. So here's my silly rhyme. Bake a cake, A. I'll say it again. Bake a cake, A. It's just a silly sentence that helps me remember the A sound. So now let's take a minute and practice reading some long A sounds together. Okay, so here's our first word. So we need to look for the sneaky E. That's the very first thing I'm going to do. Oh, there it is at the end of the sentence. So next sentence, at the end of the word. So now I know that this E is going to tell the A to say its name. It's going to sound like A. It's not going to sound like ah. And the other thing we know is that now it's a shh, silent E. So we do not need to sound it out. So we can just sound out these first three letters and not sound out the silent E. Here we go. Let's sound it out together. Ba, A, K. Let's do it again. Ba, A, K. Put those sounds together. It's bake. Let's do one more. So first thing we have to do is look for the sneaky E. There it is. So we remember that this E is gonna make the A say its name. So it's gonna sound like A, and we also remember that this is a silent E. So we don't need to sound it out. Here we go. K, A, K. Let's do it one more time. A, K. Put it together. Cake. All right, you guys did a great job learning about the long vowel A. See you next time.